Good morning. It's Monday. It's Candace Mae is in, and I welcome you here with me today. And I just wanted to take a moment to remind you of our purpose here. Our purpose here, it's been, 9 months that we've been doing this? 10 months now, I guess. I'm so excited. For 10 months, I've been coming to you every Monday morning at 8 o'clock Pacific. And I'm hoping that it's been a blessing to you. The feedback that I've gotten from numerous people is that it has. And I'm grateful for that, because that is my sole purpose here, is to add value to you and to let you know that you are a valuable person, because you are a person. You are made in the image of God. I am Candace Mae with Candace Mae Training and Services, where I work with individuals and businesses to strengthen you as an individual and help you to figure out your strengths and to clarify your mindset, and to do more than just that, to bring you into presence so that you can really have strong awareness and of yourself and of those around you. And that may sound like, who needs that? But you need that. I need that. Because that is what emotional intelligence is all about. That is the foundational work that happens when you and your employees are totally engaged and growing as individuals. You feel valued. You are able to work in your strengths and have stronger engagement, have stronger communication skills to understand each other. You are able to collaborate more easily. You're engaged, and I work with businesses to develop their business plans, to develop processes and operational sides and all of these things. But when I come on here on Monday mornings, I'm really talking about the personal growth, because that's my passion. Because that's the piece that most people forget. Most coaches come to you and they want to talk to you all about strategy. And I can work with you with strategy. But above and beyond that, I really want you as an individual to know that you matter and that you have value. Because, it's been really hard. Last week, I'll be quite transparent with you. Last week was a very difficult week for me. I started out last Monday, Facebook Live. As you know, we talked about loving your neighbor and having unconditional love and all of that, and the power, what that looks like, even in the workplace. And it started out as a beautiful day. And boy, I'll tell you, the Monday just went on an emotional roller coaster with different events that occurred. And by Monday night, I thought it was Wednesday. That is how many things were going on that day. And the whole week unveiled itself the same way. It was a very long week for me. A lot of things that came up that I had to work through, with boundaries and still putting out love, but with boundaries. And it was quite a ride. And so today I just wanted to talk to you about resiliency, because that's really what it comes down to, doesn't it? We want to talk about, where is my banner that says today's topic? Right here. Today's topic, resilience. Yes, we want to talk about resilience, because we can get discouraged really easily. And we try a few things and we get stuck and we want to give up. Some of us have a little bit more endurance and we keep trying. But there are moments where we just feel like we don't see any progress in what we've done. But the progress is there. And it's important that we be able to bounce back and keep moving, even if it's just baby steps. When you talk about a rubber band, can you see this rubber band here? It's just kind of limp, right? But when does it become useful? When it's stretched, when it's holding the paperwork. It has to be stretched. When it's stretched, it's taut and tight and holds things into place. And that is when the rubber band is the best, right? And that's how we are as people. We need to be stretched out of our comfort zone. When we're stretched out of our comfort zone, it could be very painful. It could be very difficult, and we could want to give up. But if we just remember that we are being stretched and we're becoming better, as long as we're striving to become better. So we have a choice, and life can happen to us or life can happen through us. We can look at life and say, all these things keep happening and they're just attacking me and I can't handle it. I just want to give up. Or we can say, I can be more than these circumstances. These circumstances can stretch me, give me an opportunity to become better, to figure out why am I being triggered the way I am, what's making me react in anger or resentment or all of these things. And how do I become softer and respond better? I have a friend right now who's up in Sacramento, and she tells me she's visiting there and telling me the air quality is so bad. I've never seen anything like it. You can see the smoke in the air. The sun and the moon are bright orange like I've never seen. She says the air burns my eyes and my throat are just in pain from the fire. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that there's fires all across the West Coast here. And, I know in Oregon, some of the villages and towns have been completely destroyed by the fires. But we need to keep in mind that people are struggling in the physical realm and in their mental and spiritual realm as well. I've got friends who are depressed, who are really struggling. They think they're alone. They feel alone, and they think they have to struggle through to find the answers by themselves. And you know what I find? We all feel that we're alone at some point, but we're not alone. We are spiritual beings, and we have the seed of God within us. And that is, if we can tap inside of ourselves to connect to that source, we're all connected, and we all can see each other in ourselves. And when we think we're alone in the pain that we have and no one understands, you'd be surprised how many people do understand, how many people are facing those same struggles, but they keep it hid. They think that the challenge is in our mind, that it's the lies that we've grown up with. I've got friends who are struggling in relationships and in marriage, and that's painful, and it's a difficult time. There's people who are struggling with substance abuse, and it becomes part of their day every day, and they don't realize that they're looking to release the pain in their mind, in their heart, and they turn to the substance just to numb it all out. But they're not only affecting themselves, but they're affecting everyone around them and their family and their friends and their community. There's mental health challenges that go on that people constantly, you think that you're alone in the mental health. You think that there's still a stigma out there that this is a challenge and it's bad because you can't physically see the mental health issues, but they're there and it's real. Just as much as a broken arm or a hurt knee, emotional pain is real. And oftentimes emotional pain comes out of challenges that we've been through and that we've pushed down and we refuse to deal with. So it's really difficult. And finances is huge, especially in our economy right now with COVID and the pandemic going on. Small businesses are still being prevented from opening. We have to work outside. Churches are being prevented from meeting, or if they do meet, they have to meet outside. I go to a mega church, and the services have been online for 6 months now. They're starting to meet in person and for a few weeks, but when you go, that's such a small amount of people compared to what was there. So we're being attached in every area of our life. Many people are out of work and they're seeking, they're in transition trying to find a new job. So I have expanded my services for coaching, for career coaching for those in transition. And so I'm really kind of pivoting into the coaching right now because I see such a great need out there. And I think I put out 20 proposals last week for coaching for people because there's such a need. They're seeking the coaching. These are people who've been looking for help. And if you're looking for help and you need someone, please reach out to me. CandaceMae.com is my website, and you can find it right here. CandaceMae.com is my website. And my contact information is on the website. How to schedule a complimentary 15, 30-minute coaching session with me is there. So I'm here to make a difference in the world. I'm here to help you get through what you need to do. If I have the resources that can meet you and help you move beyond where you are, then let me help you. This is what I want to talk to you about. But for me, I just wanted to tell you, as much work as I've done, I see a comment here. Let's see who's talking to me. Maria, thank you. I'm glad you're here with me. The resiliency is so important. For me, even last week, is I have a lot of awareness and a lot of drive and focus. It was a tough week last week. And I realized that there are beliefs that we develop. And I've talked to you about this before, but we come into the world as a newborn baby and we have nothing. We're a blank slate and we absorb everything from our environment around us. And those become our belief systems. We don't have any control over that. That is whatever we've been subjected to. And that comes in and it controls us at a subconscious level, and we're not even always aware of what that is. And I've run into this where I have some belief systems that have been brought to me as a young child. And I worked so hard to be aware of those and try and reprogram those belief systems. And I've made great strides. However, this last week, they kept coming up to the point where, oh, I see this is still popping up. I can see them. I'm aware of my thoughts. And so I found a new coach that I'm going to be working with a whole different approach to this, breaking those patterns. You cannot coach yourself to change your beliefs. You can try, and I've been working. I had coaches, and I've been doing a lot of work on my own. But there really is blind spots that we have, and having someone else work with us really empowers you to make strides much faster than you could ever do on your own. So I'm excited about that. But today, there is in my devotions this morning, this is Joyce Meyer's Trusting God Day by Day. And September 21st says, set your mind and keep it set. And I want to just share part of this with you. Colossians 3:2. And set your minds and keep them set on what is above, the higher things, not on the things that are on the earth. That's the scripture that goes with it. It reminds me of another mentor of mine who uses the phrase, hold your image. Picture your best self, picture the goal that you're going for, and hold that in your mind and don't let go, even when you get distracted with the circumstances. But this is the part that I absolutely loved. It said, wet concrete can be moved with ease and is very impressionable before it dries or sets. But once it does set, it is in place for good. It cannot be easily molded or changed. The same principle applies to setting your mind. And I thought, wow, those beliefs that we're born with, when we're little, everything is moldable as a child. And when these beliefs come in and they take over and they get concreted, set really firm down in under your subconscious, and then they drive all of your decisions. It's such a subliminal message. We always say, as we work with building your self-confidence, you can't outrun your own self-image. And if you have these images down in your self-conscious, it's going to always be self-revealing, right? It's always going to make those things come true because that's the way your mind is set. It's a beautiful gift, our mind, and how it functions in our brain. However, if we don't know how it works, we just think it's fate and all these terrible things are happening to me. But once we realize how our brain works and how our belief systems work in the subconscious level and drive decisions and outcomes, we can then take ownership and have authority over these belief systems and take action to change it. We were not meant to live in isolation. We were not meant to live alone. For those of you who are feeling alone right now, realize you're not alone. There are people around you, and everyone struggles with the same thought structures and challenges. Honestly, it's true. You're not alone, and what you're going through is not unique to you. Reach out, get the help you need. Realize that while your mind can be changed, your belief system can be changed, but only to the point that you're aware of what is going on. So it's really important that you find a coach or find a therapist or someone who can listen to you and help you work through those challenges. We used to think that only athletes had coaches. And because why? Why does an athlete need a coach? Because it stretches them to do more and to stretch the limits of their physical body than they can do by themselves. And it makes them perform at a better performance. We used to be years ago that only high-level CEOs of huge corporations had professional coaches because they needed to be stretched because they have work-life challenges balancing. Like work can take over your life and you have no family life. You need to get that balance out. There's the higher up you go in business, the more personal challenges you face with people around you in your company who are struggling, personality conflicts and so forth. And yet when they can't resolve them, it goes up the chain and you have to deal with it, right? And that can be difficult. And that's why they often get coaches. But you can do group coaching, you can do team development. All of these tools are available. Reach out to my website, CandaceMae.com. See the power of the things that I offer. And if you need help, reach out. If you're a company and you want to build stronger teams, you want to build stronger collaboration, you want help with project management and change management, I can help you with all of those things. But Monday morning is focused on growth and on purpose and you knowing my heart. So I hope this has been a meaningful conversation to some of you. Thank you, Maria, for telling me that you're enjoying the conversation. I wish you all a beautiful week. And the niche that I've decided that I pivot is going to be working with women and possibly women in IT because I've spent over 22 years working in information technology. So I have this very unique gift set that I can utilize for all of you. But I want to keep you posted that I have some exciting things happening coming out in October, some classes I'm doing. There's a leadership conference coming up, John Maxwell's Live to Lead. I have some couple tickets I want to give away. If you go to my website, CandaceMae.com, and sign up for the newsletter, and there's also a place where you can find a free ebook there for teams. Get connected with me. We have resources to share with you and great things going on. Have a beautiful week, and we'll talk next Monday. Bye-bye.